Okay, and tell me about these two.
This is my grandfather, Sidney Turner,
Okay.
who owns the land that where the cave is.
Okay. And when you say the cave,
I'm calling it the place where Nat Turner was captured, because years ago that's what people thought it was, but it wasn't. Only it was a hiding place that a human being could have hidden under this tree that had fallen. He dug a hole there, and he stayed there for 2 months, nearly 2 months, because he had other hiding places, but that was the last place where he was captured on our farm, where he stayed the longest. He had hidden somewhere in a haystack. I think that was the second place, and someone wanted to say that one of his reasons for this rebellion, he was a preacher, and he saw the eclipse, and he thought that was a sign from God to start this rebellion. But some people, out here recently, but like there's a lot of talk out here, but people really don't know what they're talking about. It's just hearsay. But it said that it seems as though his master died. Benjamin Turner, I think that was the one who owned him in the beginning.
Okay.
Some people think that was his father. That's why his skin color was not black.
Oh.
Well, anyway, he died, and they sold him. Either his wife sold him, or Ben Turner's wife, or his son-in-law, somebody in that family sold Nat Turner's wife and children. And they said that was probably the beginning of his, really just rebellion. I mean, you could sell people like that, your children, your wife, and with nothing you can do about it.
Right. The law is on the side of the oppressor.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. Well, let me talk about the Bible.
Okay. That's a good.
That's been something going on too. I met the family, the persons who are donating the Bible to the new museum.
And when you say the Bible, whose Bible was it?
It was Nat Turner's Bible.
Remarkable.
And I even know who gave it to him. A lady. See, they kind of, because he could read, he learned how to read from probably the children in the house, the white children in the house. And he could read.
Because reading, of course, was forbidden by law for African Americans. We just have to make sure that that everyone, especially young people, understand that to read and write was against the law.
It was against the law.
And if an African American if an enslaved African person was caught, that he could be killed, lynched, so many
sold off somewhere else,
So Nat Turner, he could read.
Yes, he could. He could read and write. Even in the Bible, in the margins, they said there's writing.
Wow.
Did he read? About the Bible really was given to Nat when he was young by a lady by the name of Elizabeth Gilbert. Now that's the name of the son that went to Ohio, Nat Turner's son.
Okay.
However, we don't know if that's his real name or not.
Okay.
That was a lady he lived with. After Nat died, I was killed or hung. The Bible, this lady, Elizabeth Gilbert, purchased Nat Turner's son. And after emancipation, he went to Ohio.
That's where they used to gather to pray what they're going to do.
Right in there. So they would go deep inside the woods.
You see kind of that low spot right there? That's where it's kind of water in there.
Oh, there's water in there.
But you can't really see it, but that's why they call this cabin pond.
Cabin pond.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's really interesting.
A little bit of the water right there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like they used to gather right here and have their meetings.
Oh, I see.
You look right through there, you can see the pond.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
That's amazing. It's amazing that you even know. Well, of course you would know the story.
Right.
But isn't it amazing that you know the story?
Right, because it was handed down from, people.
And like I said, he traveled the swamp, and the swamp runs out right here.
Oh.
Right. And see, he followed the swamp. Then his first killing was right on the other road over there.
Yeah, the first killing was probably about less than a mile from here.
And see, that's how he traveled through the swamp.
Yeah. And like I said, he had a place on our land where he had his cave. Really, when they say cave, people think of a cave.
Right.
All it was a hole in the ground.
Right.
And he had a tree that fell over, and that's where he was staying and hiding, in the hole in the ground. But like I said, in this area, he probably had a couple places he hid.
Right.
All right, we're at Nat Turner's revolt site. This is a home of one of the white slavers, and Nat's rebels, part of his team, killed some of the white people that once lived in this home. And these are the fields where the enslaved blacks worked. And this is the place that's responsible for the revolt even happening, because people had to work all of these fields. I mean, you can't even imagine how far these fields go, and people worked these fields for free, and white people, the slavers' descendants till this day, are still benefiting from the work that our ancestors did for free. So that would make anybody angry enough to want to revolt and rebel, and that did. And as a result, we're hoping this place becomes a historical site. We're here with the descendants of Nat Turner, and they bought the property that they once were enslaved on.